32 years after a woman was raped and murdered in her apartment, Austin police say they finally know who killed her.
And they say this case is a perfect example of how taking DNA from suspects can lead to justice. Lester Ray Guy is currently in an Amarillo prison, convicted of attempted rape, but now capital murder charges are being filed against him for the rape and murder of Hazel Ivy 32 years ago. KXAN's Chris Sadeghi has more now on how this case was cracked. Chris?
Well, Leslie, the first thing that happened was the development of the cold case unit back in 2001. From there, technological advances got them closer. And then just moments ago, Chief Art Acevedo said they helped bring closure for one family, and DNA testing is the reason why. September 15th, 1978. That's when 66-year-old Hazel Ivy was raped and murdered inside her apartment on South Ridge Road. For 32 years, her family has had no clue who killed her until now.
It is a proven exact science that can lead to justice for a family.
A crack in the case was enough for Chief Art Acevedo to thank his cold case unit, which was formed back in 2001, and went to work on this case. But even then, it was a slow process.
We tested that evidence, but with the technology at the time, we only received very limited results.
But as technology advanced, the closer they got, until earlier this year when they got the results they wanted.
From that testing, the results we got was a full male DNA profile.
That profile was of Lester Ray Guy, who was already serving a sentence for burglary with intent to rape. Now he will face capital murder charges, and the chief says everyone should take notice.
DNA speaks for the victims of crime that cannot speak for themselves.
Acevedo hopes solving 32 years of mystery will help officers in Texas get access to DNA that some want to deny them. The chief says to deny that DNA could be denying justice.
This is why law enforcement in this country and in this state wants to gather DNA evidence from those that are arrested for committing crimes.
And Hazel Ivy is survived by two daughters, one of whom still lives here in the Austin area. We're live at APD headquarters. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN, Austin News.
Looking in depth, there are currently 140 cold cases here in Austin. 28 other cases have already been solved, 90% of them thanks to DNA evidence. And according to DNA.gov, the National DNA Index has more than 9 million criminal profiles. Texas database has samples from nearly 535,000 felons. As far as the number of cases DNA evidence has helped solve here in Texas, that number stands now at 6,677.